Hello everybody, it's Mug217, and today we're reviewing the LEGO Ninjago set number 71717, the Journey to the Skull Dungeons. It has 401 pieces, includes 4 minifigures, retails for $40 Canadian, which is also 25 pounds and 30 USD. So, yeah, here's the front. It's basically the season 13 of Ninjago. Has game experience inside. It's obviously referring to this little spinner piece. That's the front of the box. Side of the box, right there. If that'll focus right. Okay. Bottom of the box. Other side of the box. There's a nice little coal design there, because this is the coal-themed season. Top of the box shows the minifigures that are included, which is Hero J, Hero Lloyd, Hero Nia, and Merat. And then it shows Hero Lloyd for scale. And then on the back of the box, it shows if you collect all the sets, you can basically make a gigantic board game-like thing. And it has some little features shown across the back there. But, yeah, let's look at the actual set itself, shall we? Alright, so here's the entire set. That's everything you get, basically, when it comes to stuff that's for the build. You get a spinner and then a health bar thing, but we'll look at those next, so we'll just put those to the side, okay? So for the main build, my goodness, when I was building this, it was just awesome to build. If you want to know what that was like for me, I'll leave a link in the description below for the live stream archive, but it does use a handful of stickers on the build. So here, you have stickers on these pieces right here all along. It's supposed to be like a little pathway up here, and you have a sticker here and then a sticker on these tile pieces. So I'll move this minifigure out of the way, and those are stickered as well. And I believe that's all that's stickered in this set, but yeah, kind of gives you an idea of the stuff that's stickered. But one thing I really like about this is that you can move this around and position it in whatever way you like. It's great for if you want to display it in a certain way, to make room for a certain space of displaying other sets. It goes great that way. Like, you can even have it tucked away like that, even, to make space. I don't know. I just like the little rocky bits of it, and just how it has lava coming out of it. It just looks great that way. Of course, you got a little chain thing right here of a cage to hold one of the ninja in. I put J in there because it's shown on the box. One of the features that is a part of the builds right here is if you take a minifigure and put it on this thing here that has a skull on it. I think you guys can see that. Put a minifigure on there. If I can. Come on, there we go. If you look at the opposite end, you see the red lever? You push that, and it pops this little orange thing out to pop this out. So, that's a fun little play feature for like a trap or something like that. This is very much Dungeons and Dragons inspired, in my opinion. But yeah, let's have a look at the back of the build. But before we do that, just wanted to point out this set does include one of the 2 collectible weapons, which is the Blades of Deliverance, and this is the Shadow Blade of Deliverance. So, yeah. Anyway, let's turn this thing around. And you can see that there's some hidden items. There's a gem up here, which can be accessed if you remove it. I'll show you guys in a second what that's like. And then you got a hidden gem right here, and then you got these 2 clips on the side here, which are perfect for if you have a ninja. It's like you can go off the main path on your turn, take them over here, put all the weapons on there like so. Weapons, shields, whatever. And there's a nice little brick-built bed for a rest spot, because most games normally have a resting area to gain health points back and such. So yeah, also on the back here it shows the mechanism for the cage, because I forgot to mention at the front there's a little lever here to raise and lower the cage. There goes the minifigure. Like so. So you can lower it, raise it, And that's just done on the back right here, wraps that around. But if you remove the blade of deliverance, not like that. Hold up, guys. Okay, there we go. So if you remove the blade of deliverance and then remove this board right here, which kind of comes off really nicely, you can get access to that gem, and you just literally pop that out like so, and you can put that in the thing that I'm going to be showing you guys next. So here we have the player inventory / health bar. This little crate basically is the inventory. So if you take that gem that I mentioned earlier, you can literally store that and a bunch of other stuff that you find in your in-game experience. And I'll go over the game rules at the end, but basically, whenever you get hit, you take those down, and you only get 3 health points. But nice usage of those heart pieces, if I say so myself. It's a nice little display stand, if you ask me. You know, I can imagine someone making a bunch of these to display their hero figures. Yeah, let's have a look at the spinner. So one of the trends I think LEGO has been trying to do with each wave is that they do a spinner set or spinner related set, and then in each set they include a collectible spinner. And I think this is no exception because this is the same idea. You can fit a minifigure in here on those 2 studs. Although I do have one complaint. It is quite easy to knock them out compared to the other spinners. I don't know why that is, but that's just weird. But the shaping of this is quite interesting. Get all these different molded in symbols, and it's supposed to be like a dice, so that's interesting, and it sits on a stud. So the idea is you'd like toss it and then look at whatever's on top, I guess. So again, I'll be explaining how to supposedly play the game at the end, but let's have a look at the minifigures, shall we? Alright, so for the first minifigure we're having a look at, it's Hero Nia. It's an interesting looking minifigure. Obviously, a lot of people complain that the designs of the Hero Ninja make him look a lot like the Nexo Knights, and to be honest, I cannot blame them because honestly, it does have that knight look, honestly, and that's just comparing it to a Nexo Knight minifigure. So, but yeah, basically, if you look closely, you can see that there's a lot of things that show that it's the Season 11 outfit with some armor on top of it, which is basically what it is if you watch the show. It does have a nice shield, which is exclusive to this wave of Ninjago sets, so that's nice. You do get a nice spear for Nia, and there is a clip piece for you to attach either the weapon or the shield, but I don't know. You have to tilt the hands a bit to get the shield to look aligned as well. But yeah. The mask is one piece. It's dual molding. And it uses the Ninjago movie Nia facial prints. But let's have a look at Nia without her armor on. Alright, here's Nia with all her armor removed. Come on, focus. And you can tell it's got one metallic arm to fit with the armor accessory piece, which is nice, I guess, but not much for back torso printing. It looks pretty similar to the front, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the next minifigure. Alright, so here we have Hero Lloyd. Again, same idea with having the Season 11 outfit with some armor on top of it. He does have the same sword he's had since the Ninjago movie, and has that exclusively molded helmet / knight helmet. I don't know. Dual molding, obviously. Ninjago movie head, and let's have a look at him without his armor. Alright, so here he is without his armor. He's obviously got that silver arm like Nia to match up with the shoulder armor. But nice little dragon design. And I don't know, but something about the legs looks different. I think these legs might be exclusive to Season 13, but yeah. Next minifigure. Next up we have Merat. He is, basically, they made it look like he's a villain, but he's not in the show, so he's one of the 2 tribes. So, it's nice that we get this figure, I guess. That axe, there's something about it that I don't agree with the way that it's built, but that's just my own personal feelings on it. everything about this figure is basically exclusive to this season. I do like how they recolored this molded piece from the Hunted season of Ninjago and used that. With one of the Nexonite characters, they used to have this hairpiece, but without that stud, and it used to always fall off. So it's nice that LEGO paid attention to that error and made it so it had that stud thing to make it so that the hair doesn't fall off so easily. Here, let's have a look at him without this armor piece. Okay, so obviously without the armor piece, he does look a little weird, but it does give a better look at the details. So, yeah, nothing much else to say about this figure. Very interesting how they reuse this piece. So, yeah, last minifigure. For last minifigure we're going to have a look at for this set, it's Hero J. He has the same leggings as Season 11 J, and, you know, it kind of looks like the same look as Season 11 J, just, you know, with some armor on top of it. He does come with the same shield as all the other ninja, and a chained mace, I think is what it's called. But, you know, got that nice little dual-molded ninja wrap, which underneath has the Ninjago movie J face print, as well as the shoulder armor. But let's have a look at him without all that fun stuff. Here's what he looks like without all of his armor and such. Kind of get a better look at him like that, as well as the back. And again, silver arm on his right arm, keep in order with the shoulder armor piece. But yeah, let's have a look at the extra pieces and then the instructions. Alright, so for those of you who watch my other reviews, you know I like to jumble up my extra parts so that they're easier for storage, so I'll try and go through them as easily as possible. You get an extra one of these gold hearts that's used for the health bar. You get an extra one of these 1x1 spiked pieces, which I can't quite remember where in the build that they're used, but they are used. You get an extra one of these 1x1 red tiles, which is used for the button that has like a little play feature in the set, but yeah. Get an extra one of these light, or is that dark gray? Yeah, that's dark gray of a 1x1 cheese slope. Get an extra one of these bones for the bones stew that you probably saw. Extra one of those green flames. Another one of those spiked tooth pieces. Dark gray 1x1 tile. Light gray spiked piece for the mace that was used to make up Jay's weapon. And then you get an extra katana, an extra one of the Unikitty neck brackets, an extra one of the gold studs, the hole through it, as well as a 1x1 square stud, a Technic pin in light gray, a dark gray battle droid arm, whatever that piece is, basically another one of the gem pieces, and then you get enough extra parts to make up another one of Nia's staff, spears, whatever the heck you want to call it. So that's nice. Let's have a look at the instructions. Okay, so quick thing I wanted to point out. Apparently when I first got this set, it included this little pamphlet thingy. So, I don't know. It's like an advertisement for Legoland and Legoland Discovery Centers. So, yeah. Little fun mention I thought that is also included in this set, so yeah. Okay, so here we have the instructions. It has a nice little barcode for the LEGO Instructions app if you have that. Love the artwork. It's basically the same as that's used on the box, but still, love it. Other than that, it's your average instructions. You can kind of see like that. Got your parts list. Quite a lot of parts. And then I think before that... Oh no, it just showed that. Okay. And then on the back there's just the win thing. Now, one other thing that is included in this is how to play. Like I said, I told you guys I'd show you how this is done. So here's all the game rules, like how to play. I honestly can't quite figure out most of this. There's a QR code. I'm assuming that'll take you to a thing. So if you want, pause the video right about there and go scan it, and it should be able to take you to the full instructions, I'm assuming. But I hope that this is somewhat able to give you guys some context as to what's going on. flipping it over is just advertisements for collecting all the other sets to make a whole dungeon arena thingy. And opening it up, you got a little battle arena map. Kind of like a playthrough map. There, I wonder if that's going to show up good. And kind of see how big that is. Get a minifigure for scale. That's how big that is. So, yeah, keep that in mind. As to where this set fits in on this map, let's have a look, shall we? Alright, so that's where it fits on the map. Like that, roughly, something like that. But yeah. Overall, I'd say that this is a pretty decent set. You get a nice amount of interesting pieces, as well as great selection for minifigures. You get one of the collectible weapons, so you can't go wrong there. I love the design of this build. If I had to complain about one major thing, I don't know. I mean, like, when it comes to picking the actual set up, the way it's built, you have to be really careful, because this one part right here is literally going to fall off because of the way it's connected. So I keep an eye out for that. Like, it needs two hands if you're going to pick it up to move. It's one of the issues I had. Like, I have no major complaints. I would recommend this set if you're planning on getting it and this thing is falling off. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this review, consider leaving a like. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I do a lot of LEGO-related content, even the occasional LEGO live stream. So if that interests you, consider subscribing. It would really mean a lot. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell where you're notified whenever I upload a new video or whenever I go live. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in a future video. Until then, see ya. Bye.